Imam Muhammad ibn Idris Al-Shafi'i, a name that resonates through the corridors of Islamic jurisprudence, had beginnings marked by hardship and brilliance. Born in 767 AD in Gaza, Al-Shafi'i's life was set on a path of challenges from the start. Orphaned shortly after his birth, the young Al-Shafi moved to Mecca with his mother, a city rich in religious significance and scholarly tradition. Here, in the cradle of Islamic learning, his intellectual journey began. Despite the financial constraints that clouded his early life, Al-Shafi'i's pursuit of knowledge was unrelenting. By the tender age of 7, he had already memorized the Quran, a feat that signaled his extraordinary capabilities. His commitment to scholarship only deepened with time as he immersed himself in the study of Islamic law and other sciences. By 15, Al-Shafi'i was issuing religious rulings, an indication of his profound understanding and respect within the scholarly community. Al-Shafi'i's early struggles were not merely a backdrop to his scholarly pursuits, but a crucible that forged his character and intellect. His own words echo this sentiment as he once said, quote, illustrating his views on overcoming challenges and the importance of perseverance in seeking knowledge. This statement not only reflects his resilience, but also underscores the value he placed on knowledge and its pursuit, despite the hurdles. Al-Shafi'i's brilliance shone not just in his scholarly achievements, but also in his understanding of the intricacies of Islamic law. His early exposure to the diverse schools of thought in Mecca, coupled with his keen intellect, allowed him to develop a unique perspective on jurisprudence. This period of his life laid the foundation for his later contributions, which would eventually revolutionize Islamic legal thought. In a world where knowledge was the greatest currency, Imam al-Shafi'i was a wealthy man, not in gold or silver, but in wisdom and understanding. His thirst for knowledge was unquenchable, driving him to travel across the vast expanse of the Islamic world. Each journey he undertook was a step towards enlightenment, each scholar he met a door to a new world of understanding. The young Al-Shafi first ventured to the land of the Hudhail tribe, a people known for their mastery of the Arabic language. Here, he immersed himself in the depths of the language, not just as a means of communication, but as a key to unlock the secrets of the Quran and Hadith. His dedication was such that he would later declare, "Language is part of religion, and whoever knows it better knows the religion better." But it was in Medina, under the tutelage of Imam Malik, one of the great scholars of Islam, where Al-Shafi'i's light of knowledge would shine brightest. He didn't just learn, he absorbed, questioned, and debated, always seeking the underlying truths. In the words of Al-Shafi'i himself, "I never debated with anyone with the intention to win. I always debated with the intention to seek the truth." His time in Medina was more than just an academic pursuit. It was a journey of self-discovery, one where he honed not just his intellect, but also his spirit. In the world of archery, a sport he excelled in, he found a metaphor for his quest for knowledge, aiming for accuracy, patience in learning, and the grace of letting go, much like releasing an arrow towards its target. Al-Shafi'i's quest was not just for his own enrichment. He believed knowledge was a light that should be spread, a tool for guidance. He once said, "Whoever wants the world needs knowledge, and whoever wants the hereafter needs knowledge." His travels, his studies, and his interactions were all part of a grander vision, a vision to illuminate the world with knowledge and understanding. In a world brimming with differing interpretations of law and faith, Imam al-Shafi'i stands out as a harmonizer of thoughts and traditions. His unparalleled contribution to Islamic jurisprudence was not just in his profound knowledge, but in the innovative way he approached religious law, blending rationality with the rich traditions of Islam. Imam Al-Shafi'i was a pioneer in establishing the principles of Islamic jurisprudence, known as Usul al-Fiqh. His methodology in interpreting the Quran and Sunnah set a precedent for future generations. He famously stated, "I believe in the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of His Prophet, according to the understanding of those who are competent in jurisprudence and possess the knowledge." This quote reflects his deep respect for authenticated sources and scholarly interpretation. Among his major contributions is his book Al-Risala, a seminal work in Islamic jurisprudence. It was the first book to systematically define the sources of Islamic law, discuss the principles of legal reasoning, and reconcile contradictions within the Hadith. Al-Shafi'i's teachings in Al-Risala became the cornerstone of his legal school, the Shafi'i Madhab, one of the four major Sunni schools of law. His contributions did not stop at theoretical jurisprudence. Imam al-Shafi had a profound impact on the practical application of Islamic law. His insistence on the use of authenticated hadiths as a primary source of law after the Quran marked a significant shift in Islamic legal thought. He argued there is no legal ruling without an established sunnah to support it, emphasizing the importance of the Prophet's teachings. Beyond his writings, Al-Shafi'i's intellectual legacy is seen in his ability to debate and discuss differing views with tolerance and respect. He was known for his open-mindedness and his ability to engage with and understand opposing viewpoints, a trait that greatly influenced the scholarly world. Imam al-Shafi'i, a figure of monumental influence in Islamic jurisprudence, was not just a scholar of the law, but a man of profound personal characteristics. His life mirrored the principles he so ardently taught, making him a paragon of virtue and wisdom in the eyes of those who followed his path. Known for his eloquence, Al-Shafi'i's words were not merely expressions of legal thought, but carried the weight of profound moral insight. He once said, "Knowledge is not what is memorized. Knowledge is what benefits," a statement that encapsulates his belief in the practical application of knowledge for the betterment of society. His understanding of the poor and the less fortunate was not just theoretical. Having experienced hardship himself, Al-Shafi'i's empathy for the underprivileged was genuine and heartfelt. This aspect of his character made his teachings relatable and accessible to all strata of society, bridging the gap between scholarly thought and the common man's struggles. Al-Shafi'i's intelligence was matched by his patience and tolerance. In a time when differing opinions could lead to severe conflicts, he demonstrated remarkable openness to dialogue and debate. His ability to engage with opposing views without losing temper or resorting to hostility set a standard for scholarly discourse. He believed that whoever wishes to be a scholar should endeavor to write his own opinions and refrain from copying that of others, highlighting his encouragement for intellectual independence and critical thinking. His influence extended beyond his lifetime. The principles and methodologies he established in Islamic jurisprudence continue to guide millions around the world. His school of thought, known for its emphasis on reconciling reason with tradition, remains a cornerstone in the study of Islamic law. In 204 AH, the Islamic world faced a profound loss. Imam al-Shafi'i, a luminary in Islamic jurisprudence, passed away in Egypt. His death marked the end of an era but the beginning of an everlasting legacy. Al-Shafi'i, who once said, "Knowledge is not what is memorized, but what benefits," left behind a treasure trove of wisdom that continues to benefit millions. His scholarly works, notably the Al-Risala and Al-Stand as testaments to his brilliant legal mind. They laid the foundation for what is now known as the Shafi'i school of thought, one of the four major Sunni legal schools. His methodology in interpreting Islamic law, emphasizing the importance of the Quran and Sunnah, has influenced generations of scholars and jurists. But Al-Shafi'i's impact was not limited to the scholarly world. His empathy for the poor and understanding of their struggles resonated deeply with the common people. He once stated, "Whoever wishes that God will illuminate him, let him leave his home to seek knowledge." His teachings encouraged and inspired countless individuals to pursue knowledge regardless of their social standing. In his final days, Al-Shafi'i remained dedicated to his faith and scholarship. It is said that he continued to teach and engage in intellectual discussions despite his illness. His passing was mourned by many, and his funeral was attended by a vast crowd, a testament to the profound impact he had on the lives of people across the Islamic world.